Hello there, it's Diorama Don here once again. Welcome to the channel. Before we go any further, I would just ask you please to subscribe. You'll be informed when new videos come along, and it costs no money for you to do, so everyone's a winner. So I've at this moment in time I've made something like 60 videos, nearly all of which are concerning buildings of some kind: shops, houses, factories, barns, and they're all set in cobbled streets with pavements and curbs and sort of in town settings. So I haven't made a terrain video whereby we see the countryside with muddy fields and grass and that kind of thing. So I thought I'd give it a go, see what happens. So I cut three pieces of polystyrene, the cheapest polystyrene known to man. It doesn't need to be a substantial quality at all. It's only the base for the diorama. It will have a cardboard surround like so, just to make it look a little bit more impressive. Then the design will be a vehicle passing through a muddy field, going through that way. I'll give you three guesses as to what vehicle it will be. And then at the back there'll be an incline up to a bombed, the remains of a bombed building of some kind. So just to make it a little bit more interesting, there'll be something like that at the back there. So that's the premise of the diorama. I'll go ahead and glue all this together, and then we'll start with the actual terrain itself, the mud, the soil, and all that. So I'll be back in a moment. So I put everything all together, all glued, painted around the outside. So we've got our base. I've just given it a coat of wall filler with a little bit of water, just to give it a basis for the earth when that goes on. Then I had the idea. You very often see trees that have been blown away, blown in half in war movies and documentaries. So I thought I'd put a few trees in. As I'm not the greatest of tree makers, this would be nice and easy. So a bit of 3/8 balsa diameter wood, and then just snapped it off at the end to give it the snapped off look, and then fashioned a point on the end. So because this is only not styrofoam, polystyrene, I'm able to just stick that in there like that without any glue even. And then with some slightly watered down wall filler, I can fashion the bottom of a tree. Like that. Something like that. I've done the other two, so you can see how that's taking the shape of the base of a tree. And if I do that all the way up, you can see on keep doing this stuff and I forget that you need to look as well. So you can see the rough edge, the rough surface of the balsa, making the effect of a tree. But I'll do that more so. So we've got a collection of trees, 3 trees that have been blown away. A lot easier than making the whole tree with all the branches and everything. So I'll carry on with that and then come back with the soil that I'll cover the whole area with. Okay, so we've finished our demolished building. Just put those bricks that I make on part of the building, and then fill with grey coloured wall filler, and then a little bit of grey grout for the render that is broken. So that part of the building will sit there. I painted the broken trees. I've got the tops of the trees that will lie at the back there. So what we need to do now is put the mud. I smile because I've never done this before. There's me telling you what to do and I have no idea. So I'll just move that to one side. So I've got some soil from the garden. It seems to me if you want to model soil, the best thing to use is soil. It's got to be the best. It's nothing that needs to look like soil or pretend to be soil other than soil. So I'll put a bit of that in. Okay, and as I live near the beach, it's no problem for me for sand. So I'm sure it will be no problem for you for a little bit of dry sand. So we'll put some of that in as well. Mix that up. I think maybe a bit more sand. Cook on gas mark 7, and this will feed your family for 2 weeks. Oh no, sorry, no, that's the wrong channel. Okay, then we need a dollop of PVA glue. Quite a bit, I would imagine. Stir that up. God, I hope this works. So now we've got something that looks a bit like mud. So once we've got glue into every particle, I think a little bit of water wouldn't go amiss. Oh, looking good. There we go. Something like that. I think that's as good a representation of mud. I'll leave it at that. And just slap it on, I suppose. We've already got the shape of what it needs to be from the dried wall filler, so it only needs to be just a top coat. Well, there you go, that's okay. Well, I won't bore you with doing all of it, but I think you can see I think we can put areas of thicker mud, maybe a little bit runny. Around my trees. I painted them with burnt a little bit of burnt, is it burnt umber or burnt, what's the other one? Oh, I forget now. I'll let you know. The one paint that I've got, I can't remember the name of it, with a little bit of black, and it turned out to be as good a tree, a colour as it need be. Okay, so that's going to be my mud. Let me just paint close to the edge of there. Can you see? I'll finish this and let it dry, and we'll see how we get on from there. That'll be almost finished then. Okay, I'll carry on mudding my diorama, and I'll be back when it's all done and dry. Okay, there we are. The soil is rock hard now. I added a little more soil to the mix from the last section, and it worked out better actually with it not quite so wet. So it's a better finish at the back there. But I'll know for next time to make it not quite so moist. So there we are. You can't get closer to soil than soil. It's and I managed to put the tank tracks into the press the tank track into the drying soil. A little bit of grass in the front. The trees that were blown off, I took some twigs from the garden to represent the tops of the trees that have blown away. And from my train modelling days, I had these horrible plastic trees, but I cut some of the branches off and used them on the twigs from the garden, and they look okay. Like I say, I'm not a great tree modeler. It's a whole new ball game. Okay, so there we are. There's my first terrain diorama, really. So what we need now is, of course, something like a half track, and that just completes the scene. So I really need one of those things that revolve, don't I? But I haven't got one. Okay, so there we are. My first terrain diorama. Okay, thank you very much everybody for watching this video. I would really appreciate it if you click that subscribe button. You'll be informed when new videos come along. In the meantime, have a go yourself. Give it a go. You've spent all those hours making your lovely model. You're probably a tank of some kind. It's nice to put it in a setting of some kind. So thank you very much. I'll see you again in the next video, and happy modeling.